This is Coral Kata with part 5 of Golden Deer Maddening. We finished the second month and now we're going to be doing the mission of this month. Okay, so let's head on over to the mission. Red Canyon Dominance. Let's open it up. Save quickly.
So, we are taking children into battle, are we? I am not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Okay, now we have redos, which is great. This is also a pretty hard battle, but let's still undeploy the units that we don't need to get experience. Raphael may actually be useful later on, but so she has a lance and a bow. She has her magic. Let me just store that and give her some honorary. She is actually, I can take away the javelin as well, I guess. I may as well give her a training lance. Well, I don't have it. I'll give her that just in case. It's probably not necessary. And I accidentally I'll give that lance to Leonie. And then we can store this sword. It's a claw. Store that. Okay. Yep, these are our 6. So we have this bow guy. So these two only reach up till there. So we'll probably use Claude or someone to bait this bow person into attacking one of these. Let's move everyone closer, I guess. And let's move Leonie up there. And this looks good right now. So let's save really quick. And let's start the battle.
So this is the Red Canyon. Doesn't look red to me. Anyway, let's get things started, Teach. Looks like the thieves have been driven back. That's what we last heard, so no surprise there.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
Okay, great.
I hear there's a back road to the west. How about we split up and attack from there and from the front? We may be able to corner the enemy by approaching from both sides. In any case, we need to cross the bridge first. I'll leave the details to you, Teach.
Okay, let's see here. This one targets Hilda.
Who, me?
Let's see, the attack speed of Hilda is 5, Leonie has 7, and Claude has 5 too. So, actually, Leonie would probably be the best to
Ready
take
and
that
willing.
hit, since she
Leave it to me.
has enough attack speed to not get doubled.
Stay focused.
So let's move everyone else out of the way.
Who, me?
And so she'll end up there. What if I... Yeah, I think this is alright, because that will draw in this thief, and these two will just follow behind, and we can go from there. So let's end the turn.
Shut up!
So normally bows can only attack from range 1 to 2, or just 2. But most archers or bow users in Maddening have bow range +1, so that just makes them bow range plus. It just makes the range 3, which is pretty hard to deal with. But that's alright. I'm thinking we can take out this archer somehow, and then I'll just gambit these two. So then we can deal with them next turn. Leone doesn't have a gambit.
I'll manage.
That does 16. Actually, Violet may be better for this because she has double hits. So that also does 16, and then can Hilda finish? No, she's 1 short. That can actually be dealt with. So let's first see if this gambit will hit. 50%, we can always redo it, or undo it, if it misses, but let's see. Oh, it hit. That's great. Okay, those are staggered now. So, I think Violet, Hilda, and Leone can finish off this. Actually, that may miss. Okay. Yeah. Violet and Leone and Hilda can finish off that one bow user.
This is what I've trained for.
And then we have this person can't attack anyone because they're stuck. So as long as I try and kill this guy without without going into these 4 squares. I mean, yeah, she can kill him pretty easily. Let's.
I don't have time for failure.
That's not an amazing
Precious
throw,
opportunity to test my own strength. I won't make waste of your deaths.
See, and now since he's stuck, or staggered as this game calls it, due to the gambit, he can only attack right next to him. So that means she can actually, I'd rather her heal. So when she
So
heals,
nice of you.
the turn will end, and I'm not sure. Okay, nothing happened because I think these enemies and these guys right here, all of them, start to advance once you cross the bridge. So after that, I know for a fact these 3 don't move towards you as long as you stay out of their range. And we can do that, and we'll have to fight this guy, and that group of 3, and then that archer, and that group of 3, and those 3. But I'm pretty sure these guys will come up, so we can fight them over here without being attacked by this archer, and the boss, and other units. So, let's actually just try and defeat this unit first of all. 91 is enough. Let me just quickly see the levels. Okay, I think Marianne will want. So these yellow indicators or spirits give bonus experience. So we can set Marianne over one of them. Actually, she can probably finish with the wings. No, she cannot. So.
Oh yeah, getting the hang of it.
Okay, great.
I was planning to just sit back and watch, but hey, I got one.
That was a creepy tone to talk about murder, but that's alright. So, let's just advance everyone up.
Let's get to it.
Okay, let's see. This is not terrible. Actually, I might retreat into this place to fight them. So, because if I let them come here, only like 3 of my units can attack them, since we're cramped in this corridor. But if they're cramped, that's a lot better. So let's move everyone back. And everyone just comes closer. Actually, I can gambit everyone. 45. I doubt this will hit, but we have a divine pulse. I think we have 3 redos, so let's try it. Unfortunate. So the way gambits work is that even if they miss and you redo it,
Stay
the
focused.
RNG is already calculated for that gambit. So in order to recalculate the RNG, I have to use another gambit and then use that. So even if I try for the next 2 times, this will be guaranteed to miss unless I
Leave it
use
to me.
another gambit first. So let's see here. Okay, that's actually good. So if I move everyone out of that range,
Who, me?
and leave Violet there.
Let's get to it. Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Then Violet can safely bait that 1 sword unit. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. They want to target Marianne, so you can take out this person. So Marianne and Violet can take out this person. So we have 4 people left. That is 13. Wait, Swarm lowers the speed. So if by 5. This has an attack speed of 14, which it wouldn't really matter even if I did lower it by a lot. But if I lower this person's speed, still no one would be able to double, because enemies are really, really fast and maddening. So that's unfortunate. Actually, yeah, that does sense. Okay. I may have to gambit these 2. Or sacrifice some units. I don't want to sacrifice Lysithia, but actually that does that much. Okay, so the 2 mages can kill them. Violet will do 16 damage to this person. Let's actually... We have a redo if need be. That
Perfect.
miss? Okay, great, it didn't. Actually, we can... Okay. We need to just take out this guy, because we can by putting one unit there and one unit there, this enemy cannot cross, so Lysithea will be safe. But this unit can cross because they have the ability pass. So let's just find a way to kill that person. Nine. 15, that leaves 24. So I just need to do 7. Okay, great. Attack. That missed. I think I can live with that. No, I cannot.
Stay focused.
Instead, if I went like that, that misses. And then I can have Hilda
Who, me?
do another shot.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Hilda can attack. Okay, that hit. Oops, I don't want to go back. This person's attacking Hilda, which means Hilda will live. Okay, that's great. Okay, everyone survived. Whoa, Hilda. So these guys have Poison Strike, which, unfortunately deals extra damage.
I wanna go home.
Let's heal her up,
Me?
actually.
Thanks. I could use a break.
I'm not doing the
Leave it
calculations,
to
but
me.
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to kill. Okay. Let's use Swarm, because I don't want to waste miasma cases. I'm not sure if I want to use a redo on that. I think I'll live. And well, we might need to redo it anyway later on. Let's let Violet finish that off. That increases the void by a lot, which is great. So avoid, you see 23 and you see any enemies hit. That's their base hit, 91. And if you subtract hit minus the avoid 23, that gives you your percent chance of hitting. Well, close.
Ready
There's
and
something
willing.
called true hit as well, but that's alright. Let's move people up and then... Yeah, see, those enemies advance. Hilda and Leonie are really close to mastering.
It could get rough.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That Lysithea's heal, so she can also be. So that heals 8, definitely. Does this also heal only 8? Okay, it does, but that's alright. Let's use that to heal. Actually, I don't want to give Violet the experience. Okay, Violet goes up. Something like that. Let's let Lysithea heal Hilda. And I don't think I'm ever gonna heal Lysithea, at least for the rest of this map. Because Lysithea is really, well, a squishy unit, which means that she doesn't have much HP. So even if I did heal her, I need to heal her several times for her to be able to take a hit and live. So I think it would just be a waste of heals, especially when she's gonna stay in 2 range the whole time. So they're all going into these red guys' zone. So I think I'll try and run over here-ish, so we can fight over there without drawing in these enemies. So let's do that.
I get.
Okay, and actually I may just lure them back into here, and then we'll just move up again, because I can also get experience on the way. Hilda's close to leveling up, so she can grab that.
Oh,
Strength and speed is alright. It's actually pretty good for that being the only two, but it would have been better if there was more than two. I think I shouldn't be able to use a heal without wasting it on Byleth, and yeah. Now I'm pretty sure these enemies will come closer even still, so let's let that happen. Let me just quickly check the range of that. Okay, they have a pretty big range. Let's actually keep this on. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out if I can kill this unit with using, or do I need to gambit again? Let's like Claude. Gambit. Great, that hit. And then we can actually finish that off with the Tempest Lance.
can't get comfortable.
Leonie's turning out to be a pretty good unit. Normally on some other runs she was alright, but not amazing. But now she's really performing. Okay, let's... I can deal that extra bit of damage. She has 3 resilience, Buzz has 6. Buzz has 6, this attack will do 10, so I'll only take 4 damage. But she'll go into the range. I don't think I want to bait this enemy yet. So I don't think I can kill this one, because if I bait that enemy, they'll go into the range of this red tiles, which will draw on all of these enemies. And it's better if I just go around and bait this mage over here somewhere, or somewhere over there. So let's move up. To do just that. Yeah, and those 3 move up. Alright. So if Leonie finishes, actually, why Leonie? Leonie's a pretty good one. Claude does 10 damage. Leonie does 11. Even though Claude's supposed to be the bow user, I guess Claude was not especially strong. So I think if I do something like that, my goal for this turn is to kill both of these 2 units without entering into the range of these red ones, and then I can move up onto the side here and fight these 3, and then once I take out this guy, it'll just be drawing the boss over here and then trying to take him down with everyone. But first we have to take down these 2 enemies. Or we don't. We can, in theory, just bait this enemy, but let's see. That does 12. That does 13. So that means I will get her down to 5. I'm pretty sure. She can do 5. Okay, I think if I... That's not amazing. That's alright. I'm not... Okay, great. I was very scared that that would miss as well.
There's still a long way to go.
Okay, so we have Leonie, Shot, and then Violet and Hilda should be able to finish this. These purple, you saw the yellow ones that give EXP. These purple little spirits give weapons, normally broken ones or iron ones or training weapons. Nothing. Those are actually the best because it's more powerful weapons. Well, that's unfortunate. More powerful weapons normally are heavier, which would force our units to get doubled, which just means double the damage to our units, and it's better to use training units, or training weapons and iron weapons because they weigh less. So it's actually pretty useful to pick up these purple things, but they're not necessary. And why go for them when you're just losing durability on your already good weapons? And these 3 enemies will charge us. So
I could use a break.
let me just quickly see the range. 19. Actually, let's let Claude do that. Nice. I think I'm just thinking what's the best. If I heal here, I think I'll heal her here and have to use a curve shot from Leonie to finish
You're too kind.
that mage off.
Who, me?
Or actually, I can use Violet to finish that off.
I'm not.
And I wanted to stay out of the range of these guys, but actually that can just bait them in, which is useful. So let's also move Leonie up. And okay, now. Violet's getting pretty low on HP. Alright.
Careful now.
Let's 19, attack speed of 9, 5, so he gets doubled. So 19 attack, protection is 8, so that'll be 11, 22. I need to heal this person up to 22. That gives him to 12, that gives him to 13. That should be enough, I believe.
Well done.
Yep,
Thank you.
24. And now,
Stay
if
focused.
I attack, he should be able to live. 9, 7. I'm not exactly sure why the attack speed went up for some reason. I have no idea why, but okay, I guess that wasn't even necessary. Let's let Claude finish that off. Hopefully we can get some units to level 5, so then
Progress suits me well.
they can,
We were taken by surprise last time, but I guess this is what we can expect when battling thieves.
I think then they can take the certification exam to move up to another class, which is good. The uni has curve shot, so let's put Hilda in the front because she has less range. Alright.
Be mindful.
12. No, 9. And then 5. 12. Actually, let's do that. If I remember correctly, no one else moves up. This person only moves like over here once you get onto this little bridge or staircase. So we can take our time to heal up after. Okay, that's great. I kind of want to save Miasma for the boss. Did our crest activate? I'm not exactly sure why that did so much damage, but I mean, I'll take it. So let's move everyone up. Let's heal Violet. Normally my strategy for this boss, once I cleared out this archer, actually normally I don't even clear out the archer, or I don't bait the archer. Sometimes I just go into these attackable areas and the archer doesn't come. Sometimes it does come. So if it does, I just take it out in one turn without getting hit. And normally this one square is only attacked by the boss and no one else. Well, there's a few squares like that. But if you put one unit here, the boss will probably kill that unit, and then that will draw the boss right here, and then all your units are just waiting to everyone just tag teams on the boss. That's normally how I beat this level. So I think I'm trying to decide which unit I should sacrifice.
Thank you.
I think it would probably be Marianne strategically, as she'll do the least damage out of these guys, and after that we don't really need healing because it's just gonna be one turn. So I think I'll sacrifice Marianne.
Stay focused.
Okay, there we are. Load and Leonie up. Violet. There we go. Alright, let's move. Let's get Leonie there. Hilda up there. Actually, the attack speed of the boss is 11. Leonie will get doubled. That's unfortunate. I was thinking Leonie could actually live that, so it would be better than sacrificing Marianne. She might actually still be able to live that. Her protection is 8, and his attack is 23. So that means when they double, they'll do 30 damage. So Leonie cannot live that, no matter what. Violet, however, will be able to live that. So I may, once she gets healed up. So, did she run out of heal? Yeah, she did. She has 1 heal left. So.
Well done.
Let's use it there. Why don't I sit here and wait? Yeah, so the archer moved. Violet can just hit. Who is closest to becoming level 5. Claude or Leon. So I'll definitely... Actually, if Leonie levels up, I doubt she will. I might bait this unit in, just that unit. At the same time, just so Leonie can finish him and get experience enough to go to level 5. So let's move Hilda to Leonie. Violet can also get to... Okay, everyone who can get to level 5 from killing the boss. Actually, Leonie... If I just put her there... So... Leonie has 17 attack. And this guy has 9 protection. That would do 8. That would bring this down to 23. So I think if we put I think I'll have to be Marianne, and I think I'll end it next turn, this whole map. Well, hopefully at least. Let's put that. And let's see what happens.
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've underestimated me. Big mistake.
I'm sorry. I wasn't able to help.
Yeah, everyone advances.
That's...
Now, hopefully I should be able to finish this. Do I have one? I have one redo. Okay, that's...
This is bad.
7 damage. So I'm just wondering, she does 12. Wait, the attack speed is 11. Let's have her do that damage. Ooh, Leonie was close to leveling up. Oh, that's unfortunate, but that's alright. Actually, I may have to do a redo.
Spoiled little noble! Just die like a good little rich kid!
Being noble has nothing to do with who you are as a person or how hard your life is. Your logic is illogical.
Yeah!
Violet can live.
You're... It can't be. The mercenary from before? So what, now you're pals with the knights? I'll kill you and your pesky brats!
If everything goes well, I might be able to finish this.
Ow.
Lysithia is out. Leonie's dead.
Damn. Damn.
Violet have them jukes though, so that's alright. Okay, we have not terrible. We have these 3. I mean, extra damage never hurts.
Careful now.
I'm just thinking who would benefit the most from going into another class. I think I'll just let Violet take the Actually, if he kills, that would be great. Okay. Yeah, Claude can go
I
into
should
the
have never listened to that idiot. What a
next
mistake.
class. Yeah, bosses give a lot of XP. They're the only thing that gives so much XP. Because the
Progress
XP game,
suits me well.
the experience game is really decreased in Maddening. So, killing bosses can be an easy way to level up.
Those thieves ran out of luck when they entered this canyon. They never had a chance. Your leadership was amazing, Teach. Let's leave the rest of this work to the Knights.
Okay, great. I'm not sure he'll be MVP. Okay, Claude, yeah, because he got all that chip damage.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place. You must be weak of heart. Each time I speak, it scares you so. Do you think you can lie to me? It saddens me to know you wish to hide such things from me. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here. Here? I dare say it would be impossible to have forgotten such a place as this. I must admit I am unsure. Beyond the name and the strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Teach, what are you doing here? We should get back to the academy.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more. I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same. In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
Hey, Teach. On the way back, you seemed transfixed by the canyon. Did something happen there? It seemed familiar to you? Huh. Can't say the same. Maybe it's a memory from when you were a child, or from a past life. Anyway, if you can't remember, I guess there isn't really much more to be said. Although, I'll admit, there is something about that canyon that has me captivated as well. How did Xanadu come to be called the Red Canyon? Nothing there was actually red.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry. Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Xanadu? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Xanadu could only have been a temporary haven. Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess. A gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul. I see. During your time here, I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Seros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
A goddess? I have no memory of her. But then, I have no memory at all. Oh, how bothersome. It is as though I know, and yet I don't. Perhaps Xanadu was my home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? Are you simple? That's impossible. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow connected? Perhaps some past regret is stopping me from moving on, and now I'm forced to stay with you instead. No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Seros.
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Seros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the Knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest Knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Seros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the Church.
I would like to recruit Sylvain, so I may as well raise support.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you see certifications. Since Claude is at level 5, he can take the beginner certification for fighter, in this case. So, Claude, there's a few classes that are really good to master. So, every class has a mastery bar. I think it just showed. It says unit experience, and it shows 60, and the whole bar is blank. Like, if I can find some other people. It says experience is max. That means he mastered it. So most classes give like an ability or a combat art. Some abilities are really good. Like there's a brigand. It says axe C or higher, but if you have D plus axe, you can have a chance of passing the exam. And brigand gives you +6 attack, I believe. So basically you just do 6 more damage. So with brawling, that's automatic 12 more damage. And if you quadruple them, then that's 24 more damage. It's just good for any class in general. And then mage, it has fiendish blow, which is basically the same thing, just for magic. It gives 6 more magical damage. And yeah, archer is also really good. It gives 20 hit, which means you're just 20% more likely to land hits, which is really good for like low hit characters, people who use axes a lot. And there's a few other good classes, like only girls can go into Peg Knight. And Peg Knight has Darting Blow, which basically just increases your attack speed by 6, which can be useful to let someone double. It's not as amazing as the other ones, but it's still really good. And there's a few other skills that are really good. Plus, like you can join a flying class, so you'll just have access to flight. And there's also riding classes. You'll have access to riding, and flying classes are really good in this game. I mean, not if you have like your whole team as flyers, but even that would be really good, because flying allows you to move super far without being obstructed by things on the ground. And once you attack or something, if you have extra movement, you can move again, and that's just really good. So let's view the support conversations. Here's Claude and Leonie's.
Is the water supposed to be this cold? God, my head slipped again.
Hey, what's that noise? What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry, okay? Another fine mess I've gotten myself into.
What happened, Claude? You're soaked.
The student whose turn it was to do the dishes today was ill, so I volunteered to take his place. The dining hall lady was on my case the whole time for breaking plates and getting water everywhere. Actually, not everywhere, mostly on myself. It was just one big mess. It wore me right out, too. I could really use a nap about now.
You might be a noble with a fancy bloodline, but you sure don't act the part.
Being noble or common doesn't have anything to do with washing dishes.
Oh? I dare say most nobles would refuse to do it. But hey, I prefer it your way. You don't act like you're better than everyone.
I'm honored that you acknowledge my greatness. And I'm rather fond of your blunt way of praising a person's strengths, too.
Really? To be honest, I don't actually trust my own ability to read people. I like to look for the good in them, but that doesn't always mean it's really there. I mean, you seem like a good person, but your heart could be black for all I know.
You say you can't figure people out, but what you said just now was pretty shrewd. It's wise not to trust appearances alone.
I'll keep that in mind. Though, I'm not sure I should be taking advice from someone covered in dish suds.
Ah, yeah, I see your point.
Okay, that was Claude and Leonie's support. Lysithea has another support with Leonie.
I think I'm gonna pass out. Ah! Whoa, Lysithea? You're really pale.
Yeah, I've been feeling really queasy all morning. I'm just heading back to my quarters to rest.
Can you even make it there in that state? Here, climb on my back. I'll carry you.
What? No. I'm not some sort of infant.
Always worried about looking like a kid. No time for that now. Just get on.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I should be okay from here. Thank you so much, Leonie. I hope I wasn't too heavy. Was I?
No, not at all. Actually made for a fun bit of training.
Training?
Yeah, carrying someone around is good for the legs. You're just the right weight for it, too. I might ask you to help me train again sometime. Anything can be a kind of training with the right attitude, you know?
Are you always thinking about training?
Well, I can't devote all my time purely to training, so it's more efficient if I can train while I get other stuff done at the same time.
Wouldn't that actually be rather inefficient?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, for example, if you're training for endurance, it seems running would be a better approach. If you're only ever training by cramming it in with other tasks, you won't be getting the best results. I'm no expert on the subject, but even I can logic that one out.
Come to think of it, you do always seem to stick to a pretty rigid schedule, don't you? I've noticed that you focus completely on whatever it is you've set out to do. Then you switch to something else and focus completely on that.
You've noticed, have you?
Now that I think about it, you may be right. Maybe that is the more efficient way to do things. Hey, you're really bright, Lysithia. Thanks so much for the helpful advice.
That was sweet of Leonie to check on me and carry me all the way to my quarters. And in the end, I just lectured her. She did thank me for it, but I probably could have handled that better.
Okay, there's I think only 2 more support conversations. Marianne and Leonie. And Hilda and why is Leonie getting all the support conversations?
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you. Hey, Marianne. What are you up to? Nothing. Really? I was sure I heard you talk to someone. By the way, are you free right now? Is there something you need? I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that. Oh. But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I'd give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help. No, I don't deserve that kind of praise. Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor. My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery. That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again. I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie. Are you serious? I should stay here by myself. Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
Okay, that was Leonie and Marianne's support, and now we have Hilda.
Why do I have to organize the library? I'll get in trouble if it's not done, and I can't think of anyone who'd do it for me. Since no one else is around, though, time for a little break. What are those sounds? Ha! Yeah! Leone, always at it. How exhausting that must be. What's this?
Hey, what are you doing? That's mine.
If you leave it lying on the ground, people will think it's trash.
I usually wear it around my neck, but I put it down while I'm training so I don't get sweat all over it.
Well, people won't know that, will they? You should have just left it in your room.
It's a good luck charm. If I don't keep it close by, then what's the point?
How stubborn of you. I will say it looks to be a very well-loved charm.
Captain Gerald gave it to me when I was a kid.
If it's that important to you, you should wash it. Then again, I suppose it is made of wood. Have you considered coating it with resin? That would preserve it nicely. You could even accessorize it, make it look cute.
Thanks, but Captain Gerald made it especially for me. I'd really rather keep it just as it is.
Well, if that's how you feel, I won't argue with you. Me personally, I'd choose a cute necklace over a dirty old charm any day.
I'm sure you would. But Captain Gerald didn't treat me as some young girl. He treated me like a person who mattered, an equal. He taught me everything. I don't want to forget his teachings, so I'm going to keep this charm just the way it is.
Huh, what do you know?
Okay, and that's all the support conversations. Next month, we have a whole month in front of us. So, I think that'll be it for this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.